CES 26 is happening in Las Vegas, and once again, Apple is not on the show floor. No keynote, no booth, no big announcements, but that's not a big surprise as they've never attended. But this year, the smart home industry is sending a very clear signal. The next phase is not about more devices or brighter colors, it's about artificial intelligence and spatial awareness. Homes that understand space, context, and intent rather than waiting for commands. We're seeing it in the direction companies like Aqara and Philips Hue are taking, sensors that understand presence and posture, lighting scenes that know where fixtures are in a room, locks that understand who is approaching and from what direction. This is what smart homes need to be like. I was meant to be in Las Vegas this year. I had my flights, hotels, registration all booked, but for personal reasons, I had to cancel at the last minute. Even though I've still been busy with CES, and this is everything and a full breakdown of everything for AppleHome. First up is Eve Home. Eve Home has revealed a new smart thermostat for the North American market, featuring a rounded white square with minimal display showing temperature and eco status. Touch controls sit at the top and the bottom for quick adjustments. It's Matter over Thread and it supports remote control, scheduling, and automations across platforms, including Apple Home. It arrives in Q1 of 2026 and it's $129 and will be sold via Apple, Amazon, and Eve's own website. Kwikset announced the Aurora Reach. It combines Bluetooth and Matter over Thread, supporting Apple Home and the other smart home platforms. It won't support ultra-wideband or Apple HomeKey. It uses a traditional deadbolt lock and a touch keypad that lights up as you approach. It supports one-touch unlocking, optional auto lock, and tamper alerts with up to 250 codes via the Kwikset app. Aurora Reach is priced at just $189 and is available in matte black and satin nickel. Now on to one of the big headliners, and Aqara unveiled its most ambitious smart home vision yet, built around a concept it calls spatial intelligence. Instead of isolated devices reacting to simple triggers, Aqara is building homes that understand presence, movement, and intent, similar to what I talked about in December. And there's a video coming above now which talks about where Apple should be going with smart home. This goal is automation that feels natural, not programmed. Spatial intelligence combines wave radar, AI processing, environmental sensing, and matter-based standards to give a space real awareness of who is present and what they're doing. Starting with the thermostat hub W200, it supports most HVAC and boiler systems and becomes a smart thermostat and a Matter hub. It's one of the first thermostats on the market to support Apple's adaptive temperature and clean energy guidance features. Adaptive temperature uses iPhone presence prediction and the OMAP states to ensure smooth comfort exactly when you arrive. Clean energy guidance subtly shifts heating and cooling to cleaner grid times without sacrificing comfort. Beyond climate, the W200 doubles as a control panel. Its 4-inch color display can show doorbell snapshots and provide one-tap unlocking for Aqara smart locks. It includes Wi-Fi, Thread, and Zigbee, acting as a Matter bridge across more than 50 device categories. They also released the Camera Hub G350. It's Aqara's first Matter certified camera and one of the first to support Matter 1.5. It features a dual lens system with 4K wide angle lens and a 2.5 telephoto lens, delivering up to 9 times hybrid zoom. Full pan and tilt provides 360-degree coverage, while AI-powered auto tracking keeps people and pets in frame. On-device Apple Home support, including HomeKit Secure Video, sits alongside Alexa, Google Home, and the other smart home platforms. Crucially, the G350 also functions as a Matter controller and a Zigbee hub, pulling Aqara and third-party devices into a single ecosystem. Aqara's continuing to push in the presence detection space. The FP400 takes presence sensing to another level. Using wave radar and AI, it can track up to 10 people simultaneously, identifying position and posture, including standing, sitting, or laying down. Thread and Zigbee connectivity ensure Matter compatibility across Apple Home and beyond. Another sensor from Aqara, the P100, extends sensing beyond windows and doors. Using a high-precision 9-axis sensor array and AI-powered self-learning, it can detect vibration, movement, taps, knocks, drops, and tilt. In door and window mode, available in both Thread and Zigbee, the P100 tracks opening and closing activity with flexible placement and historical logs. In object status monitor mode, only available though in Zigbee and the Aqara Home app, it can monitor drawers, appliances, glass break events, basically anywhere where you want to put it, it can monitor various different activities. And Matter compatibility ensures seamless integration across major smart home platforms. One of the headline devices for Aqara is the SmartLock U400. The U400 combines ultra-wideband technology with HomeKey. Ultra-wideband provides centimeter level accuracy, so the lock understands both direction and distance. Works with iPhone and Apple Watch via Apple Wallet. Additional access methods include fingerprint, passcodes, NFC, mobile apps, voice assistants, and a traditional mechanical key for emergencies. The lock is Arlo ready for future cross-platform digital keys. Now, I've done a full review on that, and if you want to find that review, you can find it above coming in now and also in the description below. Next up is Roborock. They brought two Saros flagships and a refresh Curve 2 Flow with support for Matter and AppleHome. The Saros 20 Sonic introduces the Adaptive Lift Chassis 3.0, letting it cross single and double thresholds of up to 3.3 inches. This matters in real homes with thick rugs, awkward transitions, or sunken rooms. The Viberize 5.0 mopping system adds a major upgrade according to the company. The vibrating mop pad extends beyond the robot body, letting it scrub right against baseboards and furniture legs with effectively zero clearance. It also applies stronger downward pressure with a larger vibrating area than earlier models. It has a staggering 35,000 PA of suction, and the Saros 20 Sonic is built for heavy debris like pet hair and deep carpet cleaning. It has improved obstacle recognition. It also includes a live camera for pet monitoring or just looking around your home. And Matter support will ship with this device. Price and availability is expected later this year. The Saros 20 shares the same adaptive lift platform, suction power, and anti-tangle brush roll, but uses dual spinning pads rather than extending sonic pad. It's slightly more traditional flagship option for users who prioritize vacuum performance and reliability, but are more cost conscious. Again, price and availability are expected later this year, with Matter support shipping with this device. They also announced the Curve 2 Flow. The Curve 2 Flow shifts to a roller mop design. The spiral floor roller mop spins at 220 RPM, applying pressure similar to a person wiping with a paper towel and continuously rinsing itself in real time. It extends for edge cleaning, reaching to within less than half an inch of baseboards. Now, this is coming on January 19th, which happens to be my birthday, with an introductory price of $849, rising to just under $1,000 after February 1st. Matter support, interestingly, is expected later this year, and how this sits within AppleHome, we'll have to wait and see. Next up is Philips Hue. Signify announced one of the most meaningful lighting updates Philips Hue has seen in years. The new spatial aware scenes shift smart lighting away from simple color assignment and towards genuine spatial understanding. Up until now, Hue scenes have been visually pleasing, but fundamentally flat. A sunset scene might apply warm colors, but these colors were distributed randomly across fixtures without understanding where lights were positioned in that room. So what Philips Hue are trying to do here is one side of the room can now represent light source, while the opposite side reflects shadow, depth, and fall off. The effect feels closer to real environments rather than a programmed color wash. It's subtle but immediately more natural. Spatial Aware relies on the new Hue Bridge Pro and uses an iPhone or iPad to scan the room, mapping the physical position of each light. That spatial model can be updated as lights are moved or fixtures are added, allowing scenes to adapt dramatically over time. At launch, Apple supports around half of Hue's scene gallery, with an emphasis on a nature-inspired scenes such as lake mist, mountain breeze, and sunsets. Alongside Spatial Aware, Signify also confirmed extending Apple Home support for its Hue Secure lineup. Philips Hue secure cameras, the doorbell, and the contact sensor will begin integration with Apple in early 26. Now, Andrew from HomeKit Insider reached out to me and said they'd already confirmed this a few months ago, and I did miss this. He also confirmed it will just be vanilla Apple Home support, so no HomeKit secure video. Signify also announced that Philips Hue AI assistant has also been updated. It can now create automations using natural language requests. So for instance, you can ask it to wake you up at specific times every day except weekends, which is a major shift for automations. Support for additional language is also getting expanded to Dutch, German, and Spanish. Spatial Aware launches in spring 2026 for Bridge Pro users. Expanded AppleHome support for secure devices arrives in the first quarter. Next up is Eufy. Eufy had one of the most comprehensive AppleHome showings at CES, spanning robot vacuums, cameras, outdoor lighting, and smart locks. The Omni S2 robot vacuum combines 30,000 PA of suction with the new Hydrojet 2.0 mopping system. One of the more interesting features is, for the first time in a robot vacuum, Eufy has built in an aromatherapy system directly into the cleaning process. This release is a subtle fragrance during cleaning as it passes around your home. It's got Clean Mind AI, which recognizes over 200 obstacles and more than 40 stain types. The UniClean station handles all maintenance automatically, from emptying to cleaning the mopping pads. With Matter support, the Omni S2 integrates directly into AppleHome and launches on January the 20th, priced at just under $1,600. It's available in the UK and the US right now for pre-order. Beyond cleaning, Eufy significantly expanded its smart home compatible security lineup. First up is the Video Doorbell S4, which introduces OmniTrack technology, dramatically adjusting zoom and framing to keep visitors centered in view. A full 180-degree field of view captures faces and packages clearly, while 3K camera delivers sharp detail of up to 26 feet away. Integration with AppleHome and HomeKit Secure Video is handled through the HomeBase 3. The next one is the Solar Wall Light Camera S4. It combines a 4K security camera with integrated outdoor lighting. A detachable solar panel and large battery enable continuous operation without wired power. Adjustable camera tilt and multiple lighting modes make it suitable for security, everyday lighting, and seasonal use. It supports Apple Home and HomeKit Secure Video again via the HomeBase 3. Completing the lineup is the SmartLock E40, which uses advanced 3D recognition for hands-free entry. A built-in 2K camera provides head-to-toe monitoring, while dual batteries and IP65 weather resistance ensure reliability. Matter support allows full integration with Apple Home and other smart home platforms. Ikea made a surprise visit to CES. After unveiling 21 new Matter over Thread compatible smart home devices last November, and I've reviewed a couple of them and there's videos coming above now, Ikea is now extending Matter support to parts of its existing lighting range. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the names, but its donut iconic lamp receives a subtle redesign alongside its new color changing capabilities. Where the original model used a glossy surface to reflect ambient light, the smart version switches to a soft matte white finish. Using the included IKEA remote, the lamp can smoothly cycle through 12 curated preset colors. With Matter over Thread support, the smart donut lamp can be added directly into Apple Home. It's priced at $99 and is scheduled to launch in April 26. Joining it is a pendant lamp. This hanging version focuses on tunable whites rather than color, allowing users to shift from cool daylight tones to a more candle-like glow in the evening. It ships with a remote and paired with IKEA's hub and app, and it can be added to Apple Home via Matter over Thread. This one is priced at $149 and again is launching in April 26. More lighting, and this time it's LIFX, revealed its new everyday products aimed at entry-level buyers, while also launching updated premium hardware. The Super Color Mirror is a bathroom-rated fixture with front and back lighting, makeup check mode, and anti-fog function. It also includes 3 configurable buttons for scenes or Matter device control. They also launched the Smart Dimmer, is an in-wall switch with 4 customizable buttons and a gradient light bar. It supports dimming for LED, halogen, and bulbs, and can trigger wider smart home actions, including Matter blinds or robot vacuums. The Everyday range has a new A19 bulb delivering 800 lumens with color and tunable light, aiming for around $10 per bulb, which is a good price point and should be competing with the likes of IKEA and other brands that have come out in this affordable space. Later in 26, LIFX plans a Thread upgrade for its current generation products, giving users a choice between Wi-Fi and Thread. The Everyday A19 is available now and the everyday light arrives in January 26. The smart dimmer and super color mirror launch in Q2 26. The next announcement is Alirlo. Alirlo is finally launching in Q1 of 2026. Now, if you don't know what Alirlo is, this one is really important. It's from the guys that have launched Matter, the Connectivity Standards Alliance. It's an open smart lock standard. It's designed to standardize NFC tap to unlock and ultra wideband hands-free unlocking across phones, watches, and platforms. It builds on Apple Home Key experience and extends it across to Android and mixed device households. Alirlo is backed by Apple, Google, and all the major smart home platforms. This standard should help bring more Apple Home locks in the future as we start to move to a standard platform, and we've seen that proof with Matter. The next one is ULTRALOQ, and they are launching 2 new products. The Latch 7 Pro arrives in Q1 26 with planned Alirlo support, Matter over Thread, and Z-Wave long range. It's designed to meet professional grade standards and will be more used in commercial settings. They also announced the Bolt Sense, which arrives in Q2 26 with a biometric first approach, combining a 3D facial recognition with palm vein authentication for touch-free entry. Active approach sensing wakes the system automatically, while built-in Wi-Fi and planned Matter support ensure smart home integration. ULTRALOQ also confirmed the Bolt mission. The ultra-wideband lock is now available for just under $300. Now, this is an interesting product. It was first announced in CES 2025, and it's now available. So it shows that some products announced at CES don't always arrive within that year. Govee has announced 3 Matter-based Apple Home compatible lighting products. Its sky ceiling light aims to replicate natural daylight and sunset tones with edge-mounted LEDs for up to 5,200 lumens. Ceiling Light Ultra uses a 616 LED matrix to render layered animating effects and delivers up to 5,000 lumens. And Floor Lamp 3 adds LumiBlend Plus for extreme color range. Pricing and release dates are expected later this year for these products. The final one is SwitchBot, and SwitchBot introduced a number of different products, some quite interesting, but not really relevant to Apple Home, like its robot, which is a robot which is designed to do everyday tasks like laundry. As you can see in this video, it is quite slow, but we want to see how this adopts into the smart home in the future. But one that's interesting to us, SwitchBot announced the Lock Vision series. This is a smart deadlock that uses 3D structural lighting facial recognition. The lock features Matter and is currently under certification for full Apple Home support, including Apple Home Key. Instead of relying on flat image matching, the system projects thousands of infrared points to build a precise 3-dimensional facial map. This allows better accuracy, faster unlocking. The Pro version of this lock expands this further with contactless palm vein recognition using near-infrared sensing to read subsurface patterns. This allows reliable unlocking even when hands are wet or dirty and adds an extra layer of security. Beyond biometrics, the Lock Vision series supports up to 19 locking methods, including passcodes, NFC, geofencing, and app control. Power management is designed for real-world use and a dual battery system. M-Wave approach and sensing technology to conserve power is also built in, and emergency USB-C backup ports. Connectivity is handled via Matter over Wi-Fi, enabling direct Apple Home integration, and once certification is complete, then you'll get full Apple Home Key support. Pricing and availability have not yet been announced. CES 26 makes one thing very clear. The future of Apple Home is not defined by a single Apple announcement. It's being staged by the ecosystem. Matter and Thread are maturing, sensors are becoming more intelligent, locks are getting more precise, and lighting is starting to behave like real light. It's not just about more devices, but towards understanding. Matter and Thread are providing the foundation, while sensors, locks, robots, and lighting are gaining awareness, context, and intent. So guys, that's a wrap on this video. Hopefully you found it useful. I know this one's a bit long, but there's lots of detail to cover. If you like what you see, then check out the rest of the channel. We've got other videos which might be of use to you. And if you want to stick around and become part of the Apple Home community, then don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for when new videos land. You can also check us out on our social media channels at followhomekit on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you very much. I'll speak to you soon.